and welcome to Homegirlz del Corazón podcast. I would love to introduce my team today.
Me, Mary G.
And my name is Kathy.
Today is such an honor because not only are we celebrating Homegirlz del Corazón, we're taking the time to celebrate some amazing moments that two of our homegirls have experienced. But number one thing I want to do is highlight Kathy. Kathy has been a part of our space since day one, since we got involved in the community. But she has such an important story, and our youth's voice are not heard enough. So we want to make today about not only graduation, but who Kathy is, what she's walking through, her own lived experience, but also the importance of healing for her and what Homegirlz del Corazón has created for her and who she is within this space. So let's get started. First and foremost, Miss Mary, what are these?
Oh, these are little fidgets because a lot of us have this little anxiety and it's all the SAD. We're neurodivergent learners. That's what I call myself. I don't label myself anymore. So it's just to keep our hands busy while we're here trying to conversate.
And I think that's really important, right, with Homegirlz del Corazón, that we create a space that's not just safe, but gives us an opportunity to have these conversations in a space where when we get fidgety, or my ADHD gets in the way, or we can recognize, like, I'll be talking and then I'll get a squirrel, right? And it's like, I'll forget what I'm saying. So we will acknowledge when we have a squirrel moment, just that's how we roll. And so we want to make it so it's normalized on this podcast.
It doesn't make you feel awkward. Okay, what did I just say? And just start messing up or something.
Okay, so Kathy, get us started. We have our affirmations for badass cards here. So we would like you to choose your card.
Ooh, I could choose a random?
Yeah.
Okay. These nails are gonna haunt me.
Popping out.
And a big shout out.
My fingers stuck.
A big shout out to Borvita Coffee right here in Logan. Delicious horchata cold brew.
I just drank some.
Oof. Go ahead.
It most definitely woke me up. I'm trying to pick two. Okay. Even through I am anxiety and afraid, I will be brave anyways. I shine brighter when I face my fears.
Oh, that hits perfectly, where we're at today in our lives.
Yeah.
So, Kathy, could you share with us how you got connected with Homegirlz del Corazón?
I met Giggles in juvenile hall when I was 15, and ever since I stuck around.
It's so funny. Let me share a little story. So when I met Kathy inside the juvenile hall, I started doing our Homegirls Guide to Self-Love in her unit. And Kathy just had this beautiful, loving soul. Something that was really important that she shared with me, that she was just trying to stay out of the drama. But she had some personal things going on that I could relate to and I could connect with. So we would spend time talking and just sharing about her experiences. But what Kathy will probably not tell you, but she loves to draw. And so when I came one day for group, she had drawn me my first art that I ever received from a youth of a rose, and it said Homegirlz del Corazón, and it like blew my mind. So I actually have it framed in my bedroom. So you're always with me, Kathy. I just want you to know that. But second of all, when Kathy finally went home, it was my first experiencing, like, are they gonna follow up with me? Are they gonna connect? So Kathy had promised she'd connect with me, but she didn't, and I understand. Like, life is happening.
Yeah, I was outside.
Yeah, she was outside.
She had just gotten out.
But so everybody has social media. So as she says, I was stalking her, and so I kept looking for her, and I was like, is this her? Because mind you, when they're in the juvenile hall, their hair is back, they have no makeup on.
No whatsoever.
No eyelashes.
No edges. No nothing.
But I found this picture on Instagram, like, this looks like her if she had makeup. So I reached out to her, like, hey, this Kathy, and it was her. So I was like, oh my gosh, I found her. And since then, you've been on this journey with all of us.
It wasn't stalker status.
It most definitely healed me so much, because if you guys saw me back then, you guys would not think I'm like that.
But that's the beautiful part, is that we're still here. So, Kathy, can you tell me a little bit?
It's come a long way.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about your story? Who are you, and what has led you to today?
Who am I as a person? I feel like I push myself a little too hard, but I feel like it's better for me. But I feel like right now I'm in a healing process because I'm going through so much. So But I feel like recently, reaching out with Giggles and her like getting back in contact with me. Well, more like I lost contact with her.
She tried to hide sometimes.
Yeah, we find you.
But I feel like it helped me a lot in sense of what I've been going through. Like, she's been just helping me like heal, and like honestly, that's what I need. So.
When we get together, and then we talked about this earlier, right? What has been your experience? Not only coming to Homegirlz, it's kind of intimidating. Like, it's like women on women hurt is real, right? The girl on mean girl stuff is why we have Homegirlz del Corazón, to address these things. But being in a space that's predominantly all homegirls, how does it feel sometimes? Like, were you first intimidated? Like, who are these people?
Yeah, like, well, in the beginning, I was like, oh, like, I'm gonna see my ops. Like, I'm gonna have to get down, you know? Cause like, also like the girls
coming, where they from?
Yeah, like that's how you have to think. Cause like at the end of the day, like there's still people that are trying to hurt us, and that's how we think. And so sometimes, yeah, like when the first time we had that group, like, yeah, like I was shy, like. But then I sat next to Mary. I told Mary my whole life story. I was like, and I just like, after that, like, it just clicked, like
you're not comfortable, right?
Yeah, they're not there to hurt us. They're there to help us, and that's the reason why and that's the reason why I stuck around. Cause, like, honestly, if I didn't, I probably would have ended up back in jail. So, yeah.
And so I want to bring up a time when
we're always hitting up each other. Have you heard from Kathy? Okay, let me look.
Kathy, the first time she really kicked it with us is when we did our mental health photo shoot. And that's one thing I love about Homegirlz del Corazón is the respect that we get from the youth.
Yes.
Right? Because as mentors, as
like the big homegirls.
Beautiful photo shoot.
But the thing is, the respect they have for us, because there's been times, and it was the first time you came for the mental health photo shoot, I had some other little homegirls with me, you were just like, we don't, that's my ops. And it was just like, how do we handle this without you guys feeling uncomfortable, but making this a safe space for you? But I think us being genuine and authentic with each other, right, as the older homegirls, they see that, and they've never disrespected us. I mean, we've had our moments, but the beautiful part of it all is that
we got some good pictures that day.
Yeah,
beautiful.
But we have these moments where, like, you know, when the youth push back sometimes, they don't like the support and structure because they're not used to people caring for them so deeply. But then they come back and realize that Homegirlz is really a true, authentic thing for them, that we are genuine and want the best for them. And so that's why I thank you, Kathy. Like, that first day I picked you up and you're just like,
Oh yeah.
Walking from the trolley, right? And her picking you up.
I know. I looked. She was inside who was inside the car. I was like, oh. I know.
But the thing is, you never disrespected, right? And no, you know, and for me, that speaks highly about who Homegirlz del Corazón is. Okay.
That's so true.
So, question. If Homegirlz del Corazón had a vibe or a personality, how would you describe it?
Care Bears.
Right? It's so funny, you know, like, we all come from a lifestyle that's connected to some form of gang activity, right? And so we have one of the homegirls, Shimmy. She calls us the Care Bear gang. And at first it's like, ugh. To me, that's like weak. But then it's like, no, like, that's beautiful, because how can you still carry who we are, right? Authentically coming from the streets, the trauma, but then we actually can genuinely care for each other, right? So tell me, Mary, since that day when we were doing our youth program, our JJLAC, and Kathy's a part of it, you brought up right now about how, like, you guys partnered together.
Yes.
What was your experience talking to Kathy and hearing about her?
At first, when she started sharing a little bit, it's like I felt that connection and I even told you, I said, I want to connect with her, because I felt like I was seeing me in her, as when I was like, you know, always the fighting, always just doing this, always that, because of the anger and the hurt and everything, you know, just the way I handled myself, and I saw myself in her, and that's why. And then after talking with her, I'm like, whoa, you know, it was a lot that,
What I've learned about Kathy, and because I've been able to learn about her, because she trusts us and she constantly knows when she's struggling, she can reach out. There have been moments that I've been terrified. I have been very protective over you, because what I recognize in me is that I was not there for my kids. I abandoned my children, and now that I can pour that love into my children today, I can pour it into our youth. And it can be hard at times because we just want to protect them and take away all their hurts and the people that are hurting them.
We want to bring out that right mama bear.
Yeah. So how does it feel, you know, when we've had these moments where you've had to feel like you reach out to us and like, it's been scary moments. I'll be honest, it's scary moments, and I feel like we can't do enough, but we try our best. What makes you turn to us, to Homegirlz del Corazón, and to support when you're struggling?
Because I feel like you guys will actually care, and I feel like you guys are the only people I can ask. Like, I can't turn to my family because they're not there for me. So, like, I feel like you guys are family to me. So, yeah, like, I turn to you guys, and you always answer. It doesn't matter, like, what time it was, you answer me. So, yeah, it's just...
What are the tears about, baby girl? Talk to us.
It's okay, you know.
Yeah. You okay?
I don't know.
But see, this is what this is all about, right? Because we want to give you so much, and we've tried the best that we can, right? Because we know what it's like not to have those people. I didn't have anyone to call in the middle of the night. I remember being on the streets, like, oh, I just want my mom to pick me up. If I were to call my mom, guess
She'll
what?
be like, find your way home.
My mom actually, and I recognize it now that I'm an adult and a mom. My mom is the one that reported me and got me locked up the first time when I went to juvenile hall. I ran to her, can you give a message to so-and-so, told her where I was at, and guess what, the cops pulled up. And so I didn't have that love and support, whether it was from my family, but I didn't have any older homegirls like that. Yeah. My older homegirls were trying to get me high. My homegirls were on the guys, like, let's go do some work, let's go smoke some dope, and it was just like, that's not the kind of love that I needed. So, Mary, I see you got a little emotional. Tell me about this tears.
It's just this, like, you know how she says that she feels that she could call us at any moment, you know, and like you were saying, like, you know, I know for myself, I left at a very young age because I thought, okay, you know, it's not going to happen here at home no more, you know. So hanging out and just going out and hanging out with my friends and just, you would say couch surfing, you know, with the homies here, homies there, just like that was the way, right? And how she says that she feels that she could call us because she knows that we authentically care, right? And back then I didn't have no one to call. I didn't have a big sister to call. I didn't have no, all I had was the homies, you know. And it was sad, you know, because there was so much pain that I carried around for so long. And I just let it get deeper and deeper and deeper because I was just drinking, getting high, and I wasn't talking about it with nobody. I was just talking to myself. That's about it. But I had no one else to turn to, you know.
So, and that's how we work, right? It's like we share these personal parts of ourselves, not only with each other, but now we're sharing it with you guys because we know Kathy's not the only young girl going through it, right? Yeah. We have multiple young ladies that we work with and continue to work with and uplift because one day Kathy's gonna be us. Yeah. She's gonna be in the driver's seat picking up the little homegirls, like let's go get some, you know, let's go eat, you know, let's go to the beach, those kind of moments. And this is how we teach one another, like, and I always share about like when it comes from our generation, dope was a big part of it and it changed the trajectory of the lifestyle, the gang life, I think. And that's why so many of our youth are in such... The gang life is not what it was meant to be or where it came from. It's very sloppy. I'm honest about that with everyone. Because I take accountability that my drug addiction became priority over teaching the healthy ways of how to run this lifestyle. But now we can give it back in a more healthy sense, right? So what kind of emotions come up for you when you think about homegirls and when you're with us or when you're the little homegirls kicking it?
I feel like I don't have to like worry. Like I feel like I could go and boom, like I'll probably be like mad during like until you guys pick me up, and then I'm happy because like, oh, I know like nothing's gonna happen. Like I know we're just gonna have a good time. I know like it's just like healing my childhood, you know. Like I never had that, you know.
Your inner child, you get to be authentically who you want to be.
I could go out and then I could know like I'm not gonna go and have to go commit some like a crime or anything, you know. I'm gonna just be sitting there and we're just gonna be like chopping it up. Like we don't have to like we never like have a bad time. I don't recall us ever having a bad time.
No,
so,
just having good food and laughs and fun games.
I have videos. It's so cute because you got involved in our JJLAC program, right? Mm-hmm. And so at first it was so funny because it was like, how are we gonna get these youth to interact with each other? Because like I said, we know walls come with you guys.
Yeah.
And it took, but it took a few sessions. But the next thing you know, you, Shimmy, and Jenny have been like 3 peas in a pod, right?
No, they're the 3 musketeers.
Yes.
We went to the La Chola conference 2 years ago. We actually presented, and it was so funny because
It's been 2 years already.
Yes, time by. We were in Los Angeles at ELAC. I remember, and I remember looking for the girls. Her and Jenny were downstairs doing TikToks. I still haven't seen any of the TikToks you guys have done.
Oh, she has them all.
Well, we need to get those out there because it just knowing what these youth are carrying and the weight, like these boulders they have in these backpacks that they gotta carry every time they wake up every morning, or they hit the gallas, or you know, any moment they're carrying this weight. But when you can see them in a space and you feel that weight, you feel it, that weight come off, you get to see Kathy being a little 5-6-year-old, having fun and laughing. There's no worries, right? And that's what you've deserved and didn't get, right? But we want to change that for you. And we can't change you, but we can change the environment. We can give you healthy conversation. And so, tell me a little bit more about you. Tell us about your story. What got you into the juvenile hall?
I was my family, I come from like a toxic family home. So like my mom, she'll kick me out, I'll leave, and then I found like outside like I met one of my homegirls from downtown. Boom, like I just got connected with everybody and I stayed outside. Like I went homeless for like 2 months until my mom went looking for me, and then like from there like I stuck, like I got into like stealing and everything, like, and then I started like you know, just catching little like going out and then like robbing people, and then that's how I got caught up, and that's how my case started. We robbed a female, but yeah, she ended up pressing charges, and I did more time than everybody.
What was it like for your first night when you were incarcerated? What were some of your feelings that you had?
I was like, I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna starve myself. They're gonna let me out. I'm like, that's my mindset. And I was like, I'm not gonna use the bathroom because you have to pee in a cup. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. It's like they watched me to see. I'm like, I'm like, no. I'm like, no. Literally, I hid under the blanket, and I thought, and I was like, I'm like, who am I gonna call? And then I was like, well, I'm gonna have to call my mom, and I'm like, well, she didn't care, like in juvenile hall, I had nobody, like I spoke to nobody. My mom, she would like, cause my brother got locked up like literally like a month later. My mom just would answer his calls instead of mine, and then so I just stopped calling her, and then so I just had myself and my thoughts inside there. So yeah, it was hard, like, and that's why I feel like youths, they talk to the correction officers, cause like I feel like they just have no one else to talk to, and I feel like it's just like they look like if they're like their family too, because you live there and everything, you see them every day. And that's why sometimes like people connect in there better than they connect with like their family, and that's why they love going back to juvenile hall.
It's very true. That's like we talk about not only the juvenile system but the adult system. You finally get what you're not getting on the outside with the 3 meals, a home. I said home, I meant a home. You have, you have
clean clothes. Like you never have to
open
worry.
up, you speak to other women in there. And,
Yes, yeah, and I want to go back to what you said about the deputy or the officers in there. They become like father figures or mother figures because that's who is giving you structure. And unfortunately, sometimes though we see in the system that those officers just don't have the best intentions, and it's not that they don't have the best intentions, they just haven't healed that part of themselves that could be hurtful to our youth. But there are some, and I think working the juvenile system has been beautiful when I get to see those officers because they are the ones that, understand what it's like that you guys are lacking parents that are healthy for you, or a structure or a foundation that's going to benefit you as you get older, because our lives are chaotic. But the minute we leave here, believe, when you're a youth, it's chaos. And you don't have the ability to make adult decisions, so it gets lonely and scary. So imagine not having anyone to talk to.
anyone in your corner at all.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like we reach out to like giggles, we reach out to the whole group. Like that's the only way, like, because our families, they're probably not the best people to reach out to. So I feel like since they already been through so much, like,
what do you want to change about your story that has impacted you right now? What do you want to bring different for yourself?
I want to be happy. I don't know. I want to live happy. It's hard. Like I don't want to be mad at the world. So that's one of my healing thing. One of my healing journeys. I want to just be happy. I don't want to feel how I feel.
It's funny, and I'm going to post this picture with our podcast. I have a picture of you, Kathy, when we're at the park for the Easter egg hunt. And it's a side, I don't know if you see it, it's a side picture. And you just have the most beautiful smile on your face. And you look so at peace and calm. That's what I want for you. That's what I want you to continue to have.
That
Not
gave
just
me
in the moment.
goosebumps. You reminded me when we went to the pumpkin patch.
I know. I was so happy.
Yes, to see them, but all of them, to see them happy and just like they were little girls. They were little girls. They're just like all happy riding in what was that?
We're in the tractor, the hay tractor ride. Yes, the hay ride.
And I feel like those little moments. I feel like we could look back at him and actually say like they did that for us. They thought of us. Like they always think of the youth, like, so we can have better for us. I don't know. I don't know. Make sense.
No, that makes so much sense. And because I think that's the goal, is that we don't want you guys to see healing as something painful, because healing is hard. I was talking about the homegirl Lily the other day, and healing is not pretty. It's not about just the event and showing up, but we want to make sure that we're creating that fun part of things. So when it is hard, we do it together, right?
Yeah.
Like just a big shout out to the homegirl Lily, because what, we're all going through something. But when we know that I have homegirls and I can be like, I want to share this with you, and it's not going to be like, fuck, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, any homegirl, like, what the fuck? Right? But
even their attitude when we went to the maze though, when we did the maze thing, they didn't like, I ain't doing this.
No.
They were just like, oh.
We fed the goats.
But that's the beautiful part of homegirls, is that you can have these conversations without feeling like there's no judgment or criticize what is wrong with you. And that's what we want to provide for you. So thank you for recognizing that. So we have just a few minutes. We would like to close out. This is a part of our session with Homegirlz del Corazón, is that we ask the people who are joining us to write a love letter to themselves. So Kathy took a moment to step out of the studio for a minute, and she wrote a love letter to her. Would you like to read that for us?
Yes. I put
Dear that. Come on, bro.
Okay, I put, Dear Kathy, I just want to say, through difficult times, you still managed to reach one of your biggest goals. I'm proud to see what the future has ahead for us, and continue going on this self-love journey. You are strong. You're brave. You pushed yourself when you felt wanting to give in to your ways, but you never gave up. You asked for help when needed through Homegirlz, and my program. They helped me heal.
That's right.
Kathy, I just want you to know that I love you so much, and you're one of my first babies in the juvenile system, and through everything you've been through, I'm so proud of you, Nita. So proud of the young woman that you're growing into, and you're beginning to blossom. And I will be there for you. Mary will be there for you.
And she graduated.
And we just want to let you know that we love you with all our hearts.
Love you guys too.
Well, thank you for joining us with Homegirlz del Corazón. It's been a very emotional and powerful moment here with Kathy. This is just the beginning for her. We're excited to see where she goes. We'll be there with her on her journey. And we love you, Kathy. You all have a beautiful day. Bye.